Hello everybody, my name is Ben and welcome to my channel. Today I want to do my personal review on Batman, the current version that just came out last week. I finally saw it last night. I thought it was wonderful. Since this is a review, this will contain spoilers. So if you have not seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, feel free to watch one of my many other videos and do not watch this one. Alright. This view mainly consists of what I thought of the characters and how the performance were, what I like about the characters, what I didn't like about the characters, and maybe I'll talk about what I really enjoy about the movie and the scenes that really appeal to me. Let's go start with our main character, Batman, played by Robert Pattinson. So I think Robert Pattinson did a wonderful job here playing Batman. He got the facial mannerism down pat. His moves, he's the whole vibe. You feel like he is Batman, and for that, I think he shows that his growth as an actor. Now, I remember when the news first came out when Warner Brothers cast Ron Patterson to play Batman. A lot of people, didn't think it was a good idea since he was being pretty much typecasted as the sparkly vampire in the Twilight series. But that was long time ago. I'm sure he has grown as an actor. And most recently, he did the movie The Lighthouse, which a lot of people say was excellent. I haven't seen it yet, but my friend Ben and his wife Liz, which I trust when it comes to taste in movies, have praised it. So I will take their word for it. And also my friend Mike Chan said it's really good too. And then that's another person I really trust. The taste in movies too. So the strength is in this movie is Pattinson's performance as Batman. The weakness is his performance as Bruce Wayne. However, I do not think that's actually the issue of his acting as Bruce Wayne, but it was the script he was given. Now, for some longtime Batman fans, you see is the Bat as Bruce Wayne actually embraced playing the role of the rich playboy type, which can differentiate between him and the Batman character. That's not the case here. In this movie, Pattinson as Bruce Wayne went out his way not to try to be Bruce Wayne, but more focused on the Batman role. But I think that's a mistake because one of the most important thing about Batman is that he uses he uses playing the Bruce Wayne character, so people can't tell the two characters apart, which help him disguise his secret identity. And unfortunately, he was not given the opportunity to play this role. Hopefully, in the sequel, he will they will actually let him embrace that side of the Batman character. Another issue I have this with the Batman thing is that the fight choreograph. Now I'm sure Robert Alonso is a very good fight choreographer, but I think in this case, maybe it's not. Well, I don't think that is even fight choreographed. Well, it's the way the Batman is showing this. Now, if you read the Batman comics once again, and you've seen the Batman the animated series, Batman is very much a martial artist who does quite a lot of the acrobatic moves, which is completely missing in this one. He actually walk around like the Terminator and taking shots, taking gunshots on his chest and like it was nothing. Pretty much most of the movie. But that's not who Batman is. Batman is a well-trained martial artist from all sorts of disciplines, and that's not. He relied too much on his body armor. I'm sure the Kevlar is a very strong, body armor, but that's not what Batman is all about. So hopefully in the next movie, they'll try to make him do more acrobatic scenes. I know with the body double. So Batman, when he does all the combat scenes, he'll dodge, duck, dip, and dive a little more. When he's when he's doing all the fight scenes. And if possible, actually, if Hollywood wants to bring back Yuen Wu Ping, the legendary Hong Kong fight choreographer, to do the next movie, I really welcome it. I think that's about Batman. Next, we have Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz. I think she did a great job, both being smart, sympathetic, and beautiful at the same time. The I think a lot when initially when they reveal her casting, there's some outcry too because because of her race. But as a longtime Batman reader, if you ever read Frank Miller's Batman Year One, Catwoman in that series is African American. So by that standards, I think I think that actually is proper casting, and she's actually a very wonderful young actress. I think she did the job really well. And as far as the connection with the comics go, I think they actually took some of the backstory from Huntress and used it for her backstory here, where she's actually the daughter of crime lord. And yeah, I really don't have really much to say about Zoe Kravitz, except for she actually did her job really well, and I really liked it, and hopefully she'll return for the sequels. And now we're going into the main villain, Paul Dano playing the Riddler. Now I have this is again nothing. I have nothing against the performance of of the character. I think for what he's given, Paul Dano actually did a very good job. However, one of the big things I really did not like is the costume. It looks very too much S&M themed. Uh, as my friend Andrew was talking about it last night, is the his motivation. Now, the initial motivation and try to get rid of the corruption in Gotham, it's it's understandable, but it's the second half where he traps everybody into the stadium, the Gotham Gardens. God, I actually forgot the name of that building we're in. Is then they have all his the people they recruited to shoot them. I also don't understand why that was his grand plan. No, I understand flooding of Gotham City, but shooting all those people, I'm gonna have a little not different, difficult understanding of it. Maybe it's because he thinks that the whole city of Gotham is irredeemable and everybody has to go. That's why with the flooding of the city, and then whoever survives the flood goes hide into the in the building, gets shot. Is that the reason why? Maybe. Now, if you have a better understanding of his motivation, I mean, his grand motive, please leave a comment on the description box. I would like to know, I like to be enlightened by it. Another positive thing I really like is in the end when he was in Arkham Asylum, when he's in the cell next to the Joker. Their little interaction I thought was really really good. And as far as the Joker goes, I think DC Warner Brothers has done way too much as Joker. I will not. I will hope they hold off Joker for at least next movie, even next two movies, and give Joker that Thanos treatment MCU has given. So basically, you see a little bit in pieces, then build him up and up, up. Then when he finally comes out in the fourth or fifth movie, you'll be a bigger event, right? And let's see, who else do we have next? Next character we have is Andy Serkis playing Alfred Pennyworth. Now, I think Andy Serkis is a good actor, and I really do. One of the things I do like about this performance is that if you look at the origin of Alfred, is that he actually spent time in the British Navy, British military. So he's actually a very intelligent man, and a very good, well trained fighter, which explains which one of the reasons that they didn't go to Bruce Wayne's origin of go around the world to travel to learn how to fight is that Alfred actually is the one that taught him, and which I think is fine. Also, I like the part that Alfred plays intelligence too, where he actually helps Bruce try to decipher the Riddler's riddles, all the puzzles and stuff like that. And I really like that part, and that's really something that's pretty true to the comic series. And also, I know there's a Pennyworth cable show. I've never seen it, but it's basically about when Alfred was younger days as a James Bond type of character. And I like that, basically showing the other side of he just being a butler. As far as his performance goes, I think it's okay. It's lacking that little bit something that Michael Caine had for the Chris Nolan franchise, but overall it's fine. It's acceptable. I'm okay with it. And let's see. Then we have Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon. Of course, this is the early stage in Jim's career. He is not commissioner yet, as much very much like the year one version of Jim Gordon. He is an honest cop that's trying to make a difference in a very corrupt city, and I really like the friendship he developed with Batman. It's something that's very similar to the comic books. They rely on each other and they trust each other, and in a city that's full of corruption, I like that Jim is like, despite this man, this vigilante who's breaking the laws and such, he is doing the right thing, and I trust him to do the right thing to make the city better. Uh, I don't understand why this. I don't have any complaint about Jeffrey Wright's. Sorry, Jeffrey Wright's performance. Let's see. What do we get? Next is we have Colin Farrell playing the Penguin. Now, I remember reading a review from Any News by that Hercules guy, where he complained about the Penguin being the site, just being like a lieutenant for Carmine Falcone. And he's like, why this is we have a major, Batman villain. Why is he being, like a second in charge of a crime lord? He should be the crime lord. I feel that he's wrong. Okay, I think I think every major crime lord should have their own story, and I think the way that after the fall of Carmine Falcone, it gives the chance of the Penguin to rise to power himself, which I actually like that. I rather prefer to show how he started, to rise to power himself, which plays off in the end of the movie. After Gotham was sinking water, he's standing there looking down at the city. It reminded me a lot of the Batman story, No Man's Land, where after Cataclysm, the big major earthquake in Gotham, different criminals and supervillains and criminal elements divided the city. They all have their little kingdoms, and the way that Penguin is shown here remind me a lot of that. Him being he controls his own part of the territory where he is like a king type. Also, great job for the makeup people. You really can't tell the difference of see the way Colin Farrell comes out looking like what he does in the movie, and it's like, wow, that's Colin Farrell. I can't believe it. And Colin Farrell being a good actor, I think he did a great job. He didn't go over too comedic like Danny DeVito in Batman Returns, which is good. A little more serious. I like that. And finally, we have John Turturro playing Carmine Falcone. It's not. John Turturro has always been a really good actor, despite the sometimes he doesn't pick the best roles. But this one, I think he plays the role just perfectly. He plays this the perfect crime lord. He feel a little slimy, right, a little bit, but he also feel like a very threatening, right. You could, when you stand next to him, you could feel that you'd be like, you're a little afraid of the guy. There's something about there's an intimidating factor about him, but also something personal about him, and that's why I make when Bruce Wayne went to confront him about his relationship with Thomas Wayne, it comes off very convincing when Carmine Falcone's like, your father told me to do this, I'm just doing this for him, and actually convinced Bruce that maybe Thomas Wayne wasn't the best man, and until Alfred told him the truth. Anyway, and that's all the characters. I think now we're talking about some of the scenes I really like. One of the scenes I think one of the most iconic scenes in the movie is after Batman chased down Penguin, and Penguin's car flips over. Penguin's upside. The shot is upside down, right? Upside down. There's fire in the background, and Batman comes closer to Penguin, who's trapped in his car. I think that's such a beautiful scene, and if you've seen it, you'll think. I hope you'll think the same way I do about it. And another scene I really like is near the end of the movie when Batman and Wonder Woman meet for the last time. Catwoman is trying to convince Batman to leave with her. Leave. It's like she also thinks that Gotham City is, there's no redemption for Gotham City. It's gonna be corrupt no matter how hard he tries. They should they should go they should go on the road and do good things together. And then she's back before Batman could give his answer, she sees in the sky the bat signal, the light from the bat signal is shine, and she says, you already spoken for, and realize that he's married to the city. He cannot commit to her, and I think that's very very Batman like, and that's one thing I really do love about is that Matt Reeves giving us this really authentic feeling about who the Batman really is, despite the little weakness about the portrayal of Bruce Wayne. As far as Batman goes, this might be the best, if not the. It ties with the Dark Knight, only because Dark Knight has that once in a lifetime performance by Heath Ledger as the Joker. But if it wasn't for that, I think this Batman movie might be the best Batman movie made so far. So credit to Warner Brothers and Matt Reeves and all the actors involved for doing such a bang up job on it. Let's see what else. What's more? Wow. Is there any more else to say about this movie? I don't think so. I think that's what I need to say. I love this movie, and when this is going to be available on HBO Max on April the 19th, I can't wait to watch it again. Yeah, for a second, if you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for? It's fantastic. Out of 10, 1 to 10 scale, I give it a solid 9.25. Yeah, I think that's it. That's a very solid, not solid. That's an excellent rating for it, and that's it. Anyhow, you want to follow me on my social media? Descriptions below, and if you want any comments, yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think about this movie. Did you enjoy as much as I did? If you're not, why? And other than that, I think I'm done here. So you know the rules. Follow, right? No, subscribe, share, like, blah 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 blah, and that's it. All right, people, have a good weekend. Go see Batman again. All right, bye.